Hello everyone, this is James and Zach
Hello.
at Intermise Internet Marketing, and we are going to talk about maps marketing and how important it is. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Today we're looking in this example here. We're going to be seeing, here it is, some search results for those keywords: physical therapy, San Diego. And as some of our other videos have talked about, the very first thing we're seeing are the ads in the upper left corner. And now we're going to scroll on down, and we're looking at the next section, and here we are. This is maps. This is what we call free advertising if you know what you're doing. And in this case here, we're going to talk about the difference between a good presentation in maps marketing and a not so good. Let me start with not so good advertising in maps. The not so good is something as bare bones as a default profile, which is oftentimes created without your knowledge, unless you deliberately go to maps and claim that business location and name as yours as the business owner. Otherwise, it's going to show up by default and present the world a listing of your business on maps. So that's the bare bones, the bare minimum presentation in maps marketing, and that may work for you if there is very low competition, or if there was very little participation in maps marketing in your vertical market. Okay, so since maps is free advertising, in other words, it doesn't cost you anything, but what it does cost you to show up well in competitive areas is your participation in creating and flushing out some really great things in your profile for your business in maps. Okay, so the degree by which you participate in maps and how much you put into your profile can very well dictate the likelihood by which your business will show up on the first page with the search results and at the top of the maps listing, which is what we do really well for all of our clients. And let's take a look at some examples of this. Let's look at not so good maps listing. This I think we looked at this a little earlier. I believe this is just a default listing, and as you see, it has just the default Google background and the business name, has a location and the business hours. And if we scroll down a little bit, we'll see that it has received some views, and which is pretty normal, because that shows a strong market there. The views, people are looking. So when they come here and look, and we've got over 7,000 views for this, what are they seeing? Are they going to be compelled to give you a call versus somebody else are looking at on the same page? All right, that's the whole key. Is we want to create a story that is relatable with the profile. The profile shows that this business is authentic. It shows people that are actually working there, and it has a story. In this case here, there's really not much of anything except for the basic business information. Let's see, scroll down a little bit more. Yeah, that's it, street view, and then that's about it. Okay, so this is what you don't want to have, and the reason why this business is ranking in maps in this area is because probably two factors. This business and all the other businesses in the area all have default maps pages, and number two, there is not a lot of competition for a really nicely crafted maps profile. Okay, so if we were to come into this market and take over the Pacific Beach Physical Therapy, you can bet, I'll bet you $100 that we could get this at the top of the Google Maps listing with a few easy tweaks and things by fleshing out and making this profile look fantastic. So now let's take a look at a profile that I think is very well done. We're going to go to another tab here, and we're going to look at an attorney. Now, of course, attorneys, they need to be found, and they also know that in the search results page, being found in Google Maps is free advertising. The only thing that they're paying for is the work and knowledge and expertise, very much that Intermise Internet Marketing provides. They need a company like that, a firm like that knows how to populate and make their profile look beautiful. Now look at this profile here. It's got a really nice picture. It's really, one of the people who work there, so it's authentic. It's got the typical things you would hope to find regarding the location and the phone number and the website and all that good stuff, hours of operation. The nice thing here is they've been promoting their maps. So down here, you see that there's 13 followers, which is great, but look how many views they have. That's quite a bit. That's quite fantastic. And if we go down a little further, we see that there's a lot of content here. We see that there's a description, and they have people following them, as we mentioned earlier. And lo and behold, we got reviews. We highly encourage the promotion of getting reviews anywhere you can. In this case here, something that's really, really awesome that these guys are doing, and this is part of what we call reputation management and one of the services we provide. There's been a negative review, a review that's not very flattering, that was posted by Amanda. And what's really important is to engage with the reviewer and try to get them to try to make them happy, fix whatever it is that went wrong, and see if you can resolve the issue with them privately. And if you can, great. Hopefully they'll they'll change the review or modify it or remove it. If they don't, then what you need to do is you need to write a reply. In this case here, a reply was written, and it's very important for searchers to see that you're engaging the public and you're trying your best to make people happy and take care of business. So this is an example of a very good review and an example of managing the review and managing the profile, the Maps profile, in a very knowledgeable way. Okay, so let's go back to the search results page and look at the maps again. I think we need to back up here. And just to round all this out, the basic thing is maps marketing. And there's good maps marketing and bad maps marketing. In this case here, your position in Google Maps is for free if you know how to populate your Maps profile and you know how to keep people engaged with it. That's the main thing you need to do. There's a lot of other important tricks and things that that we provide as well as with our Maps marketing services. But as an overview, the big thing to keep in mind is go to Maps, create a profile, and populate it with all your important stuff. And hopefully, if you do a good job, you'll get found. All right, so that's all we have for today on Maps marketing. Thanks for dropping in, and we'll see if we can post something else pretty soon. Thank you so much.